Hello, my lovelies. Welcome to the Geek Suite. I'm your host, the Chipper Kidner Bean, and we're back for another Vlogmas 2019 video. Alrighty, my lovelies, for today's video, let me bring this mic closer. Alrighty, my lovelies, for today's video, we're going to be covering the Geek Suite's top 5 most controversial Christmas videos. Now, these videos aren't controversial in necessarily a sense that they spark controversy or they have controversial content, but they may be controversial in that people don't agree on whether or not they count as a Christmas movie, or in the case of our first film that I'm going to mention, are controversial in that my opinion about putting them on this list may be controversial for some of you. And coming in at number 5 for our top most controversial Christmas videos is going to be Home Alone. Now, Home Alone and its subsequent sequels are no doubt Christmas films in that they happen during Christmas and revolve around the Christmas holiday for the main character and his family. Now, the reason that I put this one in at number 5 is because I personally don't really care for the film and don't watch it during the Christmas season. I did watch it once as a kid, and I thought, Macaulay Culkin's actions in the film with all of the fun hijinks and setting the traps and stuff was really funny, but it didn't, really pull me in and have me watch it year after year. And when I did watch it again when I was a little bit older, I realized that, a lot of what didn't pull me in about the movie was actually starting to actively push me away from liking it at all. And this has to be things like the, antagonizing tension that you feel with the family, how nobody really likes him, and they're always yelling and bickering with each other. And so when the family's finally gone, he's happy, he's relieved, he's relaxed, he gets to just be himself. And while I do understand that that is a common trope of the holidays, that getting that many people together can be very stressful, and old arguments and fights and things come up, and you remember why you don't really hang out with this person except for the holidays. But that's something that I try to actively avoid in my own life because I don't like the way that feels. And so having that presented to me on screen is just not something that I enjoy. So I choose not to watch it. And that's kind of it for why Home Alone comes in at the number 5 ranking for my top 5 list of popular but controversial Christmas films. It's controversial because a lot of people like that movie, and I don't. So, fight me about it in the comment section. Alright, and left hand. Alright, so, number 4 on this list is going to be the entirety of the Harry Potter movies. And I know that's kind of cheating because there's 8 of them, but they all fall onto this list for the same reason. There are a lot of Christmas imagery, and there's always usually a Christmas scene in these movies. And while they don't come off as a traditional Christmas film, a lot of people do like to watch them during the holiday season. And the formerly ABC Family, I do believe the channel is now called Freeform. I don't actually have traditional cable anymore, but for when I go and visit my parents or my aunts and uncles, etc. So I'm not really sure what it's called now, but they do the Harry Potter movie marathon weekends. And one of the most popular times of the year for them to have these movie marathon weekends is during their 25 Days of Christmas, or whatever it's called now. Now, that being said, this channel, ABC Family, Freeform, whatever, does take every opportunity to have a Harry Potter weekend, and as a big Harry Potter fan, I appreciate it. But one of the most common tropes within the Harry Potter realm is somehow associated with Christmas, so I've gone ahead and put them in at number 4 on my controversial Christmas list because while it is a popular movie to play during the holiday season and a lot of the Harry Potter attractions, such as the parks, are typically stuck in a permanent Christmas theme, it's not explicitly a Christmas movie. If you agree or disagree about this ranking, let me know in the comment section down below. Okay, so coming in at number 3 on this list is The Nightmare Before Christmas. Now, Nightmare Before Christmas is controversial in that some people think it's explicitly only a Halloween movie and that all of the Christmas stuff that is revolved around it doesn't make it a Christmas movie, but I disagree, and so did Disneyland. Disneyland does the attraction, the Haunted Mansion, up for Nightmare Before Christmas themed for both Halloween and Christmas. So therefore, Disney and I both agree that this movie is also a Christmas movie. That's kind of all I've got to say about that.
And that's all I have to say about that.
Alright, we're down to our final two, and choosing the ranking for these two was a little bit difficult because both of these films have strong feelings on either side of this. Yes, it's a Christmas movie. No, it's not. Tribes. But given how popular and how oftenly referenced this one is, more so than our number 2 ranking, coming in at number 2 is going to be Gremlins. Now, Gremlins has a lot of nostalgia fans within the millennial generation, as it was an 80s/90s movie. And so the feelings about Gremlins being a Christmas movie or not have had a resurgence where they weren't maybe as often talked about in the early aughts to 2010. But now that 30-year cycle, and for more information on the 30-year cycle of nostalgia and Hollywood, check out Lindsay Ellis's video. I will link that in the description section down below. But this 40-year cycle of nostalgia is coming back around, so the Gremlin argument has since arisen. Now, the people who believe that Gremlins is a Christmas movie argue that because it happens on Christmas and the gremlin or the mogwai is given as a Christmas gift, that makes this a Christmas movie. Whereas the people who are in the no it's not camp often argue that yes, Christmas is like a background element of this film in that it happens on Christmas, but a majority of the movie is about like monster fighting, sort of like Stranger Things or any of these other, Monster of the Week type things. So given that the majority of the plot isn't necessarily about Christmas as so much as it is about stopping the mogwai and the gremlins from taking over the town and later on the world, I would assume, people argue that Gremlins is not a Christmas movie, that it just happens to fall on Christmas. And speaking about a action or horror or thriller movie that just happens to fall on Christmas, that brings us to our number 1 slot of the top 5 most controversial Christmas films, and that brings us to Die Hard. Now, Die Hard takes the number 1 slot, whereas I said I had a little trouble choosing between Die Hard and Gremlins because there are very strong advocates for either side on both of these films. But, as I mentioned previously, the Gremlins argument has only made a resurgence recently, whereas the Die Hard argument has not died since Die Hard came out. Die Hard is, by and large, an action or thriller film with Bruce Willis and his events, but it does happen on Christmas, and so a majority of the people who believe that Die Hard is a Christmas movie have this feeling of, it's not Christmas until Snape falls off the tower. Whereas everyone else couldn't care less about watching Die Hard at Christmas. They're very fervent that it's just an action movie, and watching it for Christmas is sacrilegious. And so the fact that it has very strong proponents on either side of this argument gives it the number 1 spot and rounds out our list for the top 5 most controversial Christmas films. Alrighty, my lovelies, thank you for watching. Let me know what you think about this list in the comment section down below. Do you think there's a video that was more deserving to make the top 5? Are there any of these rankings or controversies that you disagree with? Are you, just super certain that Die Hard's a Christmas movie and there's not even a counter argument to be made? Or, the same for Harry Potter or Home Alone or Gremlins? I really want to hear what you guys think, so once again, let me know in the comment section down below. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and also be sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our delicious Geek Suite content. And be sure to check back in tomorrow where we continue our Vlogmas 2019 video-a-thon, where for Vlogmas I will be posting a video every day from December 1st to December 25th. And in addition to participating in Vlogmas myself, I'm giving my lovelies a chance to participate as well by supporting my Patreon. We are doing a Vlogmas 2019 special where anyone who signs up between December 1st and December 20th will receive a handwritten Christmas or holiday card from me, the Kidner Bean. I am limiting it to December 20th, so that way the cards have time to get to my lovelies by Christmas. For more information on that, please check out the link down here and the clickable version in the description section down below. Patrons are who make this channel possible. Every donation helps create more content like this and gives our patrons access to content that is not available on the YouTube channel. This includes things like uncensored videos, blooper reels, early access to our videos, and opportunities to take part in our polls, which will determine the topics of future videos. And at the higher tiers, if you're able to sign up for those, you get access to the Geek Suite Discord server. Again, for more information on that, be sure to check out our Patreon page in the link down below. Thank you so much for watching, my lovelies. I will see you all tomorrow.